Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. What if I guess today is a brand new Division 2 video, and today I want to do a quick synopsis of the study game that happened earlier today. Now first of all, I do want to say for the bounties and what they talked about the bounties, I am not going to cover it in the video. I feel like if I do, it's going to be a bit more confusing and just it's a lot of information, so I'm just going to have a timestamp to the live stream in the description so you guys can click on that, and it's going to put you to the direct kind of time where they start talking about bounties, how you get them, how they're going to work, what they are pretty much, and just everything you should know about bounties. So that's the only thing I'm not going to cover in the video, but besides that, everything else will be talked about. So if you guys do enjoy this video or find it helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and let's get right into this. Alright, so starting off first, they talked about the 3 strongholds coming to the Division 2. Now we did have some information on this before that they're coming to the game, but it was nothing really too much in depth. They didn't really give us names or, you know, the requirements and stuff like that. But today we actually have that. So the first one we're getting is Roosevelt Island. Then we're also getting Capitol Building, and we're also getting District Union Arena. Now these strongholds are pretty much like a bigger, more mean mission you can do to get looted up, if it's from gear to weapons, whatever the case is. You can do them once you are kind of achieved the requirements, and once you do that, they will unlock and you will be able to complete these with, you know, your friends or by yourself. Now, like I said, there are some requirements for you to be able to get this and pretty much play them. So the first one is you have to be a minimum of gear score 275 for all 3 of them. And then moving down, each of these strongholds has a specific mission you have to complete prior. And for the Roosevelt Island, we have Federal Emergency Bunker. We also have the Potomac Event Center, or I think that's how you say it. For the Capitol Building, we have Airspace Museum. We also have the Space Administration HQ. And then for the District Union, you have to unlock Grand Washington Hotel and Jefferson Trade Center. So once you finish those missions, these things will be able to be unlocked and playable, once again, if you are meeting the requirements. Also, what's really cool about them is every time you complete one or you knock one down, your world tier is going to be bumped up. So for example, if you finish one on world tier 2, the next time you do one, it's going to be on world tier 3, and so on and so forth. Now here's a little chart of the different world tiers we know as of right now. This is what they listed for us. And this is pretty much the max gear scores and also the different requirements that you will have to kind of achieve in order to play that stronghold on like different, difficulties, I guess you could say. So for world tier 4, we have max gear score of 450, and the requirement is 375 for the stronghold. Also, they did say that 2 of them will be able to be kind of played if you're not level 30, like level 28 or whatever. And then the final one, the third one, you'll have to be level 30. You'll have to do the requirements, like be, the required gear score, also finish the missions underneath that stronghold. So one of them is going to be like the end game kind of stronghold, and 2 of them you'll be able to play if you are not level 30. Up next, they talked about the deck of 52. Now what this is, it's pretty much 52 named bosses wandering the world. This is very similar to the open world bosses in the Division 1, if you guys did play that game. But in that game, there were 15 bosses and they spawn pretty much every 4 hours. In the Division 2, there's 52 of them, and they will not spawn until you finish all of them. So pretty much, let's say you find a boss at the sewer station or just in the sewers, whatever. Once you kill that enemy, once you encounter that enemy, you will not encounter that same person anymore until you find the remaining 51 of them. You kill them on the map, and that's when they're going to refresh and respawn again. To be honest, I kind of like the idea. I kind of like this kind of progress a little bit more. It's going to be more time consuming. Obviously, it's going to be more grindy. But I don't know. I kind of like this. Let me know your opinions in the comments if you kind of like this or not. But again, as I said, once you kill an enemy, you will not find that same person anymore until you kill all of them. The next thing they did mention was once you kill one of these bosses, you will receive a card. Pretty much he's going to drop it to the floor, you can pick it up, and this is going to be a kind of collection piece for a combination or just something else like that. So again, it's going to be kind of important to find all of them, kill them, and collect these cards. Also, they will show up randomly, so they don't have really assigned spots on the map that you can go to and find one. It's going to be all random. Sometimes you can be fighting a different faction. They're going to come out of nowhere and be shooting you in the back, and sometimes you could just be exploring and they're going to be just kind of chilling there, and you can find them, kill them, obviously, get the card, and that's that. And the final thing is, they did say there are going to be some really amazing drops from these kind of bosses. So if you're missing a weapon, if you're missing a gear piece, whatever the case is, they're going to be dropping some really good items. So definitely finding them and kind of going and trying to kill them is going to be very, very important. Next up, we got a quick look at the map at level 15 and level 30 on World Tier 1. As you guys can see, there's a pretty big difference. There's a lot more red. There's also a lot more kind of things you could do at level 30. Obviously, it's the final level of the game, so that's kind of expected. But I mean, at level 15, you could still do a lot. You could do the side missions. You have the entrance to the Dark Zone. You can also do the control points and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different things. But again, this is pretty much the difference between level 15 map and level 30. Up next, I do want to talk about the bounties. Now keep in mind, this is going to be a more summarized version. If you want to watch the full thing, check out the description 100%. So what they said was, whenever you're playing your 1 through 30 level experience, you'll be able to find a person called the Snitch. The Snitch is pretty much like the person you get your bounties from. So if it's daily bounties, if it's weekly bounties, this is the person you'll be able to get them from. Also from the Snitch person, you'll be able to find a different person called Casey, and she's pretty much like a special vendor that sells different items. Now what's kind of weird and kind of confusing about this is you have to go through Snitch in order to find Casey, because she's not on your, on the map, she's not in your game. It's something that you have to go through Snitch, and once you find him, once you talk to him, he's going to show you the location of this special vendor or Casey. So again, that's how it's pretty much going to work. It's a little bit confusing, I know, but I'm sure once we kind of, see it on screen how it works, it's going to be a little bit easier to understand. Also, we got a new look at the World Tier 4 and 5 bounties. So pretty much how they're going to work is there's going to be 7 different bounties in different zones. Each of these bounties are going to have difficulties like hard, challenging, and heroic difficulty. And once you complete them, you will be able to complete the final one that's locked at specific times. So again, you'll have to complete specific bounties in order to unlock the last one in that zone. So that's pretty much how it's going to work. It's pretty cool, I would say. A lot of different kind of things we can do in the end game. There's a lot of content that it seems, and just overall the state of the game was very informative and just really good to kind of watch and listen to. Now the final thing I do want to show you guys is actually this quick graph. This is a build your character graph, pretty much tweeted out by the Division. This is like everything. If you are new to the game, if you are still kind of lost, you can see the different description on like recalibration, the skills, perks, equipment, crafting, stuff like that. So I will have an HD copy to this if you guys want to print it out, or if you if you want to save it, whatever, on your desktop. Check out the description. Again, I will have a link to this that you guys can see in a kind of bigger image. But that's going to be it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. I'll respond to all my comments. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.